Greetings, good people. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, June 4th, the year is 2024, and it's time for some hot topics. Okay. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Please pay your admission fee by hitting the like button. I greatly appreciate it. And be sure to drop down in the comments. I was happy to see some of the OG, some of my regular royal family members in the comments of the previous video. Shout out to y'all. I missed y'all and thank you for the comments. All right. So on today's lineup, we're going to talk about Rihanna's new business venture. Let me tell you something. She leaves no coin unturned, okay? And I am here for it. Kanye West is facing some legal trouble. The Dream, ooh, some heavy allegations are being hurled his way. Young Miami, she talks about pretty much the demise of the City Girls. I advised against this. I'm going to share my thoughts on that. Okay, we got a couple of other things in between. I think that's pretty much it, but we'll get into it. Once again, welcome. Please pay your admission fee, hit that like button. All right, so before we talk about Rihanna, Kanye West, Dream, Young Miami, and all that good stuff, do you guys care? The Jasmine brand and other media outlets are reporting that Diddy he sells majority stake in Revolt amid his lawsuits. Okay, the employees become the largest shareholder group of the media company. Do y'all don't care? Oh, y'all tired of hearing about Diddy? Okay, well, real quick, let me just skim through this article real quick. So Revolt's CEO Detavio Samuels he recently confirmed that Diddy's shares have been fully redeemed and retired, okay, and are in the process of being incorporated into the shares of those who help the media platform run day to day. So he pretty much gave a statement about the matter, and the statement reads: This is something that we've been looking to do, wanting to do, believing that the people who give this company their blood, sweat, and tears should have some sort of upside opportunity if and when we win. He also said that all of the data suggests that the companies that have incentive pools for their employees outperform the rest. They perform better financially, they perform better with company morale and culture, and they perform better as it relates to retention. So, Revolt's employees, they've been promised a breakdown of how the new structure will play out, highlighting that the change will happen over several months. So, Detavio Samuels, he opted not to comment on Diddy's, legal troubles and his possible indictment. He didn't comment on how that factored into the decision to split up these shares. However, he did acknowledge the company's efforts to remain black owned with a majority black staff. Okay. So he added, there's no structure that we would have accepted that was not black owned. We keep dreaming bigger and blacker. So pretty much a lot of the employees who have tenure, I'm assuming, and like he said, are responsible for the day to days of the media company Revolt, they will inherit shares of the company. And he you know, the brand is black owned. It's built off of black ownership, so they're gonna keep that going. But do y'all care that his shares in the media company are over, are done with? Y'all don't care? Okay, all right. Let me move on to something else. Let me tell you something. These allegations with these people, with these men in the music industry, 2024 is snatching people bald and not even taking names later. All right. So before we get into that, I want to talk about Miss Rihanna. All right. So shout out to Rihanna. She is announcing her hair care line, Fenty Hair. She said a new family is moving in. This is an Us Weekly article. So the 36-year-old singer is expanding her cosmetics empire with the launch of Fenty Hair. That's a line of products that are, quote, designed to strengthen and repair all types of hair, end quote. Right. So she announced this via Fenty Hair has a Instagram now. So she put a little video together. Now I don't know if there's any copywritten music playing on here, so we just gonna play the visuals. So Rihanna, she is sporting her short haircut. Okay, she looks gorge. Of course, there's music on here, child. Okay, we're just gonna mute that. So this is the promo. This is a new page, Instagram page, that launched Fenty Hair. So this is cute. So a new family is moving in. Fenty hair is pulling up, and it's time to finally have the hair experience you've been waiting for. You know how much switching my hair up matters to me. I've had almost every texture, color, length, from weaves to braids to naturals, so I am launching a flexible line of products for not only every hair want, but every single product is designed to strengthen and repair all types of hair, which is what we truly need. It's time to play and get stronger by the style. So June 13th is when this is set to launch. Shout out to Rihanna. So she's been working behind the scenes. Do you think this is a good look? Yes, literally and figuratively. I think this is phenomenal. Rihanna has amassed so much wealth, popularity, fame, and she has built. Fenty is a strong brand. She launched Fenty makeup, Fenty skin, Savage Fenty. So I think that this is really on brand for Rihanna. Now, do y'all think that she is secretly competing with Beyonce? Because Beyonce has what, Sacred, and the reviews were kind of up and down, up and down. I'm looking forward to Rihanna launching this hair care line. I think it's gonna do well. I absolutely positively think it's gonna do well. So just a couple of images here. There she is, Fenty hair. I'm excited. Shout out to Rihanna. Listen, she got a family to take care of, an empire to build. I am not mad at her one bit. I can't wait to see some of the influencers. I'm pretty sure a lot of the influencers are going to try it out, and I can't wait for the reviews because her Fenty makeup still flying off the shelves. I remember when that first launched, that was a huge success for her. So Rihanna, shout out to Rihanna. I know that's right, building a legacy. All right, up next. Ooh, Lord. This guy, man. I don't understand what's going on here. So Kanye's his ex assistant is suing him for harassment. Okay, and in this article, it goes into a breakdown of the many lawsuits filed against Kanye West. But we'll just talk about this one. So Kanye West's his legal troubles are piling up like Yeezy sneakers in an Adidas warehouse. Now that was so shady. On June 3rd, the rapper and designer's former assistant sued him for harassment and wrongful termination. So the woman who worked for Kanye for 2 years, she alleges that he sent her sexually explicit texts and behaved inappropriately in her tenure with him. Okay, West has not yet publicly responded to the allegations at the time that I'm reading this article. Anyway, now according to the filing obtained by the Blast, the woman worked in the music industry for 15 years in various positions. Right, Kanye hired her as a creative collaborator on his Yeezy Season 1 women's fashion line, and she worked on his 2021 album Donda. Now, in July 2021, she was hired to serve as Ye's executive assistant slash personal assistant in connection with the business affairs. She said that she said that they agreed on a salary of $1 million a year, but she had to be available 24/7. Now, the year prior to being hired full time by West, the woman said that she made $1 million creating content on OnlyFans and social media posts. Now, initially, West was okay with that continuing, describing whatever the woman's name is, Lauren Piscata, whatever, to people as an OnlyFans superstar. So this is what Kanye West referred to her as. She claims that he knew that she was doing OnlyFans and he was okay with it at first. But in August 2022, he changed his mind. That sounds about Kanye, right? He claimed that he asked her to be quote unquote godlike and delete the OnlyFans account. He would pay her $1 million, she claimed, and she agreed. So the woman claimed that he never paid her and started harassing her, right? She alleged that he would send her messages that were sexual in nature, and he pleased himself during phone conversations with her. She claimed that he texted her videos of himself, okay? The woman also alleged that on a plane en route to Paris, West called her into a room and closed the door, which couldn't be opened from the inside. That's weird. And he pleased himself under the covers in a bed. Now, this is according to Rolling Stone. That's weird. A door that closes that couldn't be opened from the inside. So how the hell y'all got out? Anyway, I'm not saying she's lying. I'm not saying she's telling the truth. Okay, just giving my opinion. So the woman said that she was promoted to chief of staff for West's various companies in September 2022 and was told that she would be given a $3 million bonus. The next month, she was offered a $3 million severance package. She said that she never received the money. Now, her lawsuit claimed that West has an obsession with her. At one point, moving into the building where she lived and stalking her after she was wrongfully terminated. Now, she did not welcome or encourage these, offensive acts, texts, videos, and statements. This is what the lawsuit said. So the woman is suing for at least $4 million, also including citing breach and a hostile work environment. Right. So these are all of the lawsuits throughout the years filed against Kanye West, people that worked at his Donda Academy, racial discrimination, Adidas sued Yeezy LLC, yada, yada, yada. Now, so to me, this seems to be a wrongful termination suit coded in accusations of inappropriateness and harassment, right? Is that safe to say? Listen, I'm not saying that Kanye West is guilty or innocent. Um, this is just crazy. This is absolutely positively crazy. I don't know what's going on with these people. If this is true, then Kanye West definitely should pay up and he should be reprimanded for his behaviors. If it's not, then this woman should have to pay some sort of fine and the judge will probably throw the lawsuit out. Time will tell. We don't know. Now let's move on to this next lawsuit. Good luck, Kanye. Y'all, this lawsuit is absolutely crazy. All right. The Dream, the producer, The Dream, also artist, The Dream. If you don't know who The Dream is, then you can Google him. Okay. So the producer, The Dream, is accused of crimes. These type of crimes, child. Whew. The article reads, prolific songwriter and producer The Dream has been accused of this, and other things in a lawsuit by a former mentee. All right. The lawsuit was filed in a California federal court on Tuesday by a woman named Shanaz Mangro, who went by the stage name Shani Monroe. In documents obtained by the New York Times, The Dream, whose real name is whatever his real name is accused of promising Mangro a prominent career, but instead luring her into an abusive, violent, and manipulative relationship filled with physical assaults, violent sex encounters, and horrific psychological manipulation around 2015. So The Dream is an 8-time Grammy winner known for his hits like Rihanna's Umbrella, Justin Bieber's Baby, and Beyonce's Single Ladies, Put a Ring on It. He recently collaborated heavily with Beyonce on her 2022 album, Renaissance, which earned him 3 of those Grammy wins. From the Netherlands, Mangro arrived in the U.S. in 2014 under a working visa. In 2015, she met the songwriter / producer who told her that he would make her the next Beyonce and Rihanna. She claimed that The Dream also promised to extend her visa. Court documents state that The Dream allegedly strangled Mangro, forced her into relations, and even recorded her during the act. The lawsuit claims he used an existence of the recording to threaten her into silence. Mangro claims that within days of meeting The Dream, he pressured her into sex by telling her it was part of the process. They were working at a studio in a house when she claims that he locked her in a dark room and would only stop aggressively having sex with her once she said that she loved him. My goodness. The plaintiff claimed that over the course of a year, The Dream pressured her and forced her to use drugs, alcohol excessively, had sex with her that was violent, beyond her consent, R-worded her at times, and kept her locked in a room for long stretches. She claimed that he was violently controlling and forced her to diet and exercise and allowed her little contact with others. Documents state that at the same time of the encounters, he made big promises to her, like opening for Beyonce on an upcoming tour. What Dream did to me made it impossible to live the life I envisioned for myself and pursue my goals as a singer and songwriter. This is what she said in the statement. She continues, ultimately, my silence has become too painful, and I realize that I need to tell my story to heal. I hope that doing so will also help others and prevent future horrific abuse. So Mangrove, she also claims that the Dream's record label, Contra Paris, and Epic Records facilitated his depraved behavior by signing her despite the fact that he never intended to truly support her career trajectory, but instead wanted corporate funding to assist in his child. This right here, trafficking. Mm-mm-mm. Woo. The budding artist was reportedly paid. It says was reported paid. Was reportedly paid $35,000 in advance, but the Dream received a $150,000 payment for the execution of the contract. This is according to the Hollywood Reporter. The lawsuit claims that Mangrove spoke to an executive at Epic about the abuse, and the person told her, quote, she needed to figure out a way to work with Dream again, end quote. Epic is also named in the lawsuit. The record label is owned by Sony. KTLA has reached out to the label for a comment on this lawsuit and has not heard back. Documents say that in July 2016, she was informed Epic was dropping her because the Dream, who still controlled her contract, had not delivered music. She was left in the dark throughout the entire process, despite both Contra, which is the Dream's record label, which is probably a subsidiary of Epic Records, Contra and Epic Records having a signed contract and owing corporate responsibilities to her, and despite agents of both entities knowing that Miss Mangrove had been the subject of Dream's violent and coercive manipulation, which they knew or should have known were predicated of fraudulent promises of record contracts, Grammys, and opening for Beyonce. This is what the court documents read. Yo, these are some serious allegations. Now, a representative for the Dream provided a statement from the producer to the Times, and this is what the statement reads. These claims are untrue and defamatory. I oppose all forms of harassment and have always strived to help people realize their career goals. As someone committed to making a positive impact on my fellow artists and the world at large, I am deeply offended and saddened by these accusations. That's your statement? You might as well just not have said nothing. For the lawsuit, Mangrove hired, listen to this, y'all, Douglas H. Wigder and Meredith A. Firethog, who represented Cassie in her lawsuit against Diddy in 2023. The lawsuit was settled the next day. This is yet another horrific example, the lawyer said in a statement of the Times, of how men in the music industry use their power and influence to manipulate and harm others. In 2014, y'all, the Dream, he was charged with assault after an ex-girlfriend claimed that he punched, kicked, and strangled her while she was pregnant in 2013. I didn't recall that, but I did Google that, and that definitely was trending at the time. This is crazy as heck, and I don't put nothing past these crazy people. And I'm going to give my honest opinion. I believe it. And I'm just going to leave it at that. So, because here's the thing, and this is not the sole reason why I believe it, but you guys remember when Cassie came out with these accusations, and for whatever reason, Diddy decided to give a public statement on Instagram. He wrote a statement and denied, these allegations. And then months later, we just recently seen the tape of the altercation between him and Cassie. Well, it wasn't an altercation. He put his hands on Cassie, right? So it's like, I don't know. If he's found guilty, then I just feel like whatever consequences. This is so what the heck is wrong with these people? What the heck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with these people, y'all? You people are demonic. Like, what other explanation could it be if this is true? I believe it. I believe it to be true. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna lean towards, yeah, I could believe it. I don't put anything past any of these people. And it's like left and right, these accusations and these lawsuits are coming out. This is absolutely crazy. I don't even know what to say. This is disgusting. That's the only thing that I can say. Am I surprised? No. But it's absolutely totally disgusting. All right. Let's move on to something that's just not as heavy. Do you guys care? I know a lot. I know some of y'all like, we don't care about no city girls, but the reason why this, shout out to Hip Hop DX. This is where I got the this article from, or where I'll be reading this article from. I remember when these ladies came on to the Breakfast Club, and I could tell, to me, it seemed like JT was kind of over it. And I didn't want to believe that the City Girls were breaking up. I do agree with what Young Miami said, because at the time I did a review. I should have probably pulled that up and play it back. But I did a review of the interview, right? And I said that I think that no one is talking about how management failed them. Who is their manager? If you guys don't remember, what is the name of the I forgot the name of the record label that they were signed to. Quality Control. I think it's Quality Control, right? But Quality Control was sold to somebody else, and that was all taking place while they were trying to get their Raw album out. I think that's the name of the album. So I just feel like whoever it is that's managing them, their record label, no one looked after them. And I said that. I said that is the reason why the album flopped. So Young Miami was pretty much saying the same thing in this recent interview that she did with Complex. So speaking to Complex, the rapper addressed the poor commercial reception of the duo's last album, Raw, and how she and JT drifted apart. All right, I'll get into she says pretty much we're older now, and she was doing her own thing on the West Coast. I'm in Miami doing my own thing, yada yada yada, right? So I'll play a little bit of the snippet in a minute. So the duo previously blamed bad management for Raw underperforming after the album sold just 10,000 units in the first week, landing at 117 on the Billboard 200. Well, I'm surprised they even charted. I'm just saying, at least they were on the charts. Comparatively, the City Girls, their previous effort, 2020's City on Lock release, reached number 30 on the charts. And they had the single Jobs, and they also had the feature with Doja Cat. Excuse me. It's tough times. You get what you put in this ish. And I feel like collectively we didn't do what we had to do to promote the album. This is what JT said when they were on the Breakfast Club. But if you don't go hard with promoting your ish and putting it in the people's face, it's like, of course, it's going to miss people. I don't know. I don't know if they were afraid to like kind of speak up about all the stuff that was going on with the record label at that time. It's funny because after that sale happened, I guess, after QCP or Quality Control or whatever it was, the label name, we haven't heard from Coach K and P. We haven't seen them. They're not even on social media posting about the City Girls. And the City Girls made them a lot of money. They were heavily promoting them. But again, for whatever reason, whatever happened with the dissolution of that whole situation, that little record label, whatever, they got screwed in the process, in my opinion. And I think that's exactly what's happened. And I think they probably got frustrated. It seems like Young Miami was kind of willing to stick it out and press forward, but JT wasn't. I think JT was she was over it. I do think that she listened to a lot of people in social media who one minute they like JT and they tell JT she's the better rapper and go solo. The next minute they're saying how Carisha is much more likable. Carisha needs to go solo. And I also think that the relationship with JT's boyfriend also played a role in them breaking up. I don't know if you guys remember, but they were on live. Young Miami and JT and JT's boyfriend joined the live, I guess. And he was being disrespectful to Young Miami. He was being very disrespectful to Carisha. JT didn't check him. And Young Miami kind of just like kind of swallowed it. She was on live. She kind of swallowed it. She didn't really argue with him too much. It didn't say anything. And a lot of people will say that Diddy is the reason why Young Miami and JT broke up. Maybe, but I don't know. But I do remember there being a lot of friction between Carisha and Little Uzi Vert, who is JT's boyfriend. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to separate and venture off. And I said this, and I'll probably link it somewhere in this video. Um, I don't think they should dissolve the brand. Even if y'all brand, I said this before, even if they branch off and do solo projects, I don't think that they should say publicly, oh, we're broken up and we're doing our own thing and we're going separate ways. I think that the brand is stronger. The City Girls brand is stronger than their individual brand right now. That could change, but people are going to do whatever the heck they want to do. And that's totally, totally fine. I don't think JT is smart as it pertains to business and branding and marketing herself. That could also change over time, but I have witnessed her make some foolish decisions. And in the long run, I don't know if she wants to remain in the music industry and be, somewhat of a household name as one of the rap girls. But if that's the case, I can tell you, in my opinion, sis, you going about it all wrong. You've made so many of the same mistakes. And I guess maybe they don't give a F, and that's totally fine. But I don't know what her objective is. Maybe she wants to just make music and have fun, and she don't really care about this industry stuff. That's totally fine. I think that Carisha definitely seems hurt, and JT may be hurt too. But I think the biggest mistake that they made was not keeping the City Girls brand itself going. I now all this separation, and then just recently they were arguing on Twitter, and Santana got involved. Then it was like, oh, everything is all good. Y'all need a publicist. Y'all definitely need a publicist. And like I said, I think the City Girls brand is a lot stronger than their individual brands are right now. Anything is possible. So I wish Carisha nothing but the best and good luck. So let's take a quick listen to what she had to say. Let me make sure this is queued up. Like to hear it go.
When the City Girls album just dropped and it didn't do too well, and we was just like trying to do our press run. The whole rollout of the album was just so bad because we was just in two different spaces. Like we older now, and it was just like she was doing her own thing. She on the West Coast. I'm in Miami. I'm doing my own thing, and I felt like naturally when she doing her own thing, it just worked for her. And when I'm doing my own thing, it worked for me. But when we get together as a group, it just wasn't connecting. Like it just wasn't working no more. So I think we both was at a point where we was just like, we probably should just do our own shit.
Right.
But that was the point for me. I think.
Well, I guess she was asked, at what point did you realize, when it was good to go their separate ways? I mean, listen, people are going to do what works for them. Nothing lasts forever. So maybe this is a blessing in disguise. I still think, though, you could have gone your separate ways, but still kept the brand strong. All this fighting and letting people come in between y'all, and people start feeling themselves when they start working with other people, thinking it's going to catapult their career, and it's not. We'll see what happens. Nothing lasts forever. All right. Well, y'all, that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Drop down in the comments and share your thoughts. Okay. If you haven't liked the video, please feel free to do so at this time. You still have time. I'm just going to run my mouth until the end of the video. All right. Make sure you comment, share your thoughts. What are your thoughts about this Dream lawsuit? This is crazy. Do you care about Diddy giving up his shares at Revolt? Is it safe to say that Diddy is canceled? Do you care? Are you going to try Rihanna's hair care line? I can't wait until this drops because, like I said, I'm going to be watching reviews. I can't wait to see what the girls and the guys, because I'm pretty sure that it's probably going to be, I'm sure it's going to be unisex. Rihanna is a very, very smart businesswoman. So I can't wait to see what the people are saying about this product. I'm sure it'll get, great reviews. And then City Girls, do you care? Are you team JT or Carisha? No, let me not do that. That dividing stuff, it's not a good look. Do you even care about the City Girls breaking up? Do you think it's time for them to move on? Do you think they could ever come back? I blame the management. They need good management. Point blank, period. I think that's exactly what happened, on top of some more behind the scenes stuff. But I don't know. I don't know why I care so much about the City Girls. I just thought that their branding was just so, it was just so smart. Yeah, it was ratchet and a little ghetto, but it was a little classy ghetto. I wanted to see them win together, but I guess that's not how the story is going to end. All right, y'all. I am finally signing off now. Okay. It's been lovely speaking with you today. If you made it to the end of the video, shout out to you. I greatly appreciate it. I love you for watching. As always, until next time, talk to you later.